You all in my lane, you ain't overlooked, so get out the way. I gave you the book, I gave you the game. The boy got a cook, the boy got a flame, Serving in the kitchen like you Nino. Plenty bitchin', whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flip it, keep it hunting like a C-note. Switch and keep it pimpin' every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name, get up out the way. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
What's going on, Bistro family, and welcome back to my channel. Now today we got the most amazing chips. So these are homemade potato chips. So the first thing you want to do is get you a peeled russet potato and begin to hit it on the mandolin. Now you can make these chips how thick you want or how thin you want. I like mine pretty thin because I like them to resemble Lay's chips. So you'll see mine are really thin, but that part is up to you. So whatever size you like, hit it with the mandolin and get it down to that size. And with the mandolin, be very careful. Like I told you in the previous video, this is the most dangerous tool in the kitchen. And so once you get down to a certain level, it's not worth your fingers. So a lot of times you'll have a little bit of waste. So you'll see I'm going to discard this piece of potato because it's just not worth my fingers. So go ahead and get rid of that. And then we're going to begin to separate our chips. Well, yeah, we're going to call them chips. So we begin to separate our chips. And you see how thin mine are? It's almost like a translucent paper, like you can see through it a little bit. So that's how thin I like mine. Like I said, this is the perfect consistency, and they really resemble Lay's chips. But if you like more of a kettle chip, kind of cut them a little thicker. But then you're gonna get you some cold water and go ahead and begin to soak those potatoes, because you want to pull out as much starch as possible. The more starch you pull out, the crispier the potato chips are going to be. So go ahead and rinse those in cold water. And I kind of let the cold water run over them until it ran clear. So I rinsed these guys off probably about 3 times until that water got really clear. So you see how I'm agitating it just to draw some more of that starch out. And you see that water looks very cloudy. But after the third rinse, that water should be crystal clear. Like you should have pulled a lot of that starch out by the third rinse. So just take your time. And these are going to be the Garlicy and Herb Delight chips. Shout out to Miss Lauren at the Flavorful Seasoning Company. That's the Flavorful Seasoning Company. She has some terrific products, and we will be doing a lot of reviews of her products on this channel. Also using a lot of them because her seasonings are salt-free and they're very fantastic. So you get to control your own sodium levels with her seasonings. And did I mention they're fantastic? So you see my chips there. That water is crystal clear now after that third rinse. So we can go ahead and begin on our seasoning. So like I said, this is the Garlicy and Herb Delight seasoning from the Flavorful Seasonings Company by Miss Lauren. And this is a fantastic seasoning. All ingredients at the bottom. And like I said, it's a salt-free seasoning, so you pretty much control your own salt levels. And so this stuff is really coarse. So what I'm gonna do is, since we're using them for seasoning for the potato chips, I'm gonna pulverize it just down to a dusting, because I want to be able to dust it over my chips. So go ahead and hit it. You can actually put it in a food processor if you don't have one of these guys, but since they're going on chips, I'm gonna go ahead and pulverize it down to a powder. This stuff is so incredible. Like this seasoning had my whole kitchen smelling delicious. Oh my goodness. She has some terrific seasonings. I'm gonna actually link all of her information down below because everybody needs to see this, man. This is some great seasoning. Like I said, I'm a chef, and anytime you can find another chef or somebody with some great products, you go ahead and use them, man. But after we get our chips rinsed, we're gonna dry them off. And this is a poor shot. I'm sorry about that. I gotta get used to color grading, but I just dried them off in between 2 paper towels. And once they was dry, I went ahead and popped them into a 350-degree fryer. And make sure you use some clean frying oil, because the deal is with the chips, they often what's the word I'm looking for? Dirt and debris kind of acts like a magnet to chips. So if your oil was really dirty, a lot of that stuff will stick to your chips, and well, it won't be bad, but it'll give you a not a good finished, clean looking chip at the end. So just try to use some clean frying oil. If you have to, strain it. But yeah, that will ensure that you will have the best looking chips possible. So you're gonna fry these things until they're golden brown. It took about 3 to 4 minutes. If you got some good clean oil and you frying at 350 degrees, your chips are going to be very crispy, but they're not going to be that dark. So always pay attention and feel it with a spoon. When they get to this crisp, go ahead and pull them, because as they set, they're going to continue to carry over cooking. So that will ensure that your chips are not burnt, but they're crisp to perfection. And so we got all our chips done. So I'm gonna just hit it with a little bit of sea salt, not much. And that's the good thing about her seasonings. Like I said, they're salt free, so you can control how much salt you're gonna put on things. But that's the only sea salt I put on there. And like I said, this seasoning blend is so flavorful. You don't need much salt because you're getting a lot of that natural flavor from that seasoning blend. Like I said, that pinch of salt will just help you along the way, but this seasoning blend is fantastic. So go ahead and pop that seasoning blend on there. And for one potato, I used 1 tablespoon of seasoning blend, and I'm just mixing them in there. And be careful at this part when you mixing your chips, because they're very fragile. Like I said, these are some fresh chips. They're very fragile, so you don't want to break them up. You want them to stay as whole as possible. And oh my goodness, look at this. Like, I was snacking on these chips through the whole tape, and I was just trying to find one right there just to snack on. But yeah, man, there you have it, man. The most incredible chips from the Bistro, the garlicky and herb delight chips. Shout out to the Flavorful Seasoning Company for that amazing seasoning. You're doing a great job. Fantastic. All of your seasonings are fantastic, and like I said, I'll be using a lot of them on my show because I just stand by your product and I really like it. But there you have it, man. The most amazing chips. You can pair these with your favorite sandwich, or you could just use them as a snack night chip. You don't have to worry about it being overly salty. But there you have it, man. The most incredible chips from the Bistro. I want to thank you guys for checking this video out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We just hit 2,000 subscribers, 2K. That 2,000 people subscribe to me. That's like, oh my goodness, that's wild to me. So I want to thank you guys for all subscribing, and thank you guys for being on this journey with me. It's been a fun journey, and we're just going up from there. We got so much great material in store. So thank you guys for rocking with me always. I love you guys, the Bistro family. Y'all in my heart forever. But yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, man. The most amazing chips. Shout out to the Flavorful Seasoning Company. I'm out.